Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is the first time you're here. My name is Janice and I create vlogging videos, so if that's something you're interested in, please subscribe down below. So today's video is going to be about an office space that I recently created in our master bedroom, and I was just about to sit down to edit the video, but then I realized after looking through all the videos that I took during the process that I actually didn't have a proper intro video. So I'm like, okay Janice, I need to do an intro video. So this is actually going to be recorded way after everything is done. So as you can see in the background, I already started decorating for fall time, and then my desk is already here. So for those who are recently doing YouTube or are discouraged from doing YouTube because of these types of hiccups, hopefully I can be of some inspiration, because YouTube really is hard when it comes to editing, when it comes to speaking, especially for a person like me that I'm introverted, that sometimes I do not speak well. So this is only like my fourth video that I'm going to post, and I do have like other videos that technically were supposed to come before this one, but now everything is just all out of order. So I'm just going to post as I edit and just work that way. It's going to be easier for me that way, and I'm just not gonna fuss and stick to a timeline right now because I'm still learning YouTube and I don't want to get discouraged from posting my videos. So I'm gonna go back to the beginning before I actually created my office area. So basically, number one, I do work from home, so I needed to have a proper desk space because since October I've been working either from the sofa or from the breakfast nook or from our dining table. So although I have a lot of places to sit and work at, I wasn't really super focused. So I'm like, okay, I need a place where I can sit and focus. So it's actually been about like 2 weeks, I think, 2-3 weeks since I actually finished the desk area, and I already feel super focused and like it's working out for me so far. And then the other reason why I wanted an office space was because me and my sister-in-laws, we were talking about like planners and journaling and things like that. And it just reminded me of how I used to write when I was a teenager, basically from the ages of like 13 to 16. I used to write all the time. I had a whole bunch of different journals and stuff like that. But as I grew up, I stopped journaling, I stopped writing. So I do want to get back into that. But for now, I'm just going to be focusing on work. After me and my sister-in-laws were speaking about that, I got really inspired. I'm like, okay, I'm going to actually put this to paper and I'm going to start getting to work. So usually when I have an idea, I'm just like, okay, I like this. I'm just going to buy it and then I'm going to put it together and then see how it works. Usually for the most part, that works out for me. But this time I'm like, okay, I want to actually put pen to paper. I want to write down the things I want to get. I want to use something to help me visualize it, to help to see it better than what I've usually done in the past. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to Canva and I'm gonna create a template and I'm gonna write down everything that I want and need. That was the first thing. I went to Canva, I created my template, and then I used some photo inspo from Pinterest. So right now I'm gonna show you guys the template that I created, and then from there I'm gonna continue on with the rest of the old videos that I took from before. So let's go. Okay y'all, so here is the DIY office space that I created in the master bedroom. Basically, this is the potential office space area, and I needed a few requirements. So first up and most importantly was the desk space. So I needed it to be at least 50 inches long and 20 inches wide. But the desk that I actually got is actually 47 inches long, which is great because I still have space on both sides. And then it's like 22 to 23 inches wide. So it comes out a little further than our dresser, but it doesn't look as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I would have liked it to match up with the width of the dresser, but if that was the case, then I probably wouldn't have as much writing space that I needed. So it actually worked out better than what I had planned. The other thing that I wanted was for it to coordinate with our bedroom furniture. I wanted it to be like a dark brown tabletop, but I couldn't find any underneath the $200 budget, so I just worked with what I had. Another idea that I had was to add a hutch, but the hutches that I found with the desk were more than 200, so that was another idea that I couldn't use. And then everything else on the bottom here was just like ideas, but it wasn't like set in stone. So like the home edit desk containers I didn't end up using, which is fine. The 3 drawers on the left and 1 drawer underneath was a idea that I nixed from like the very beginning because I couldn't find those exact items, and if I did find it, it was more than my budget. Cable management idea I didn't find with any specific desk within my budget again, but I did add a cable management from Amazon, so I didn't record it, but I will show you guys later on and maybe in another future video. And then of course I wanted to give a cozy vibe, and then farmhouse style was maybe a question because I didn't want to do an overkill in the room. So in the end it does give a cozy vibe because of how I decorated it. So yeah, that was my desk requirement list, and basically out of the list only maybe like 3 things worked out. So the desk base worked out, it does coordinate with the furniture, which was super important, and also it stood under $200, which was great. Everything else I just had to work with. Then in the next slide we have my desk inspo. So I got all of these pictures from Pinterest, so I just wrote down the ideas that I loved about each picture and how I was going to incorporate it in my own space. So basically here what was important to me was having a desk that had a lot of width, so basically that worked out for me, and I did like the color of this one, but in the end the one that I got worked out even better because of the color that I chose behind the desk, which you can see here, which was another idea I got from Pinterest. So basically I was gonna go for this color, but the color I picked up was actually more of a white, so that was a fail. So I ended up having to go back to Home Depot and getting a color that was a little darker. Ended up making the desktop that I have now pop out even more, instead of like right here where it like kind of blends. So yeah, I can't wait to show you guys that later. And then this was one of the desks that I really liked. It was like the second runner up. So it had the hutch, it had the dark wood, it had that farmhouse feel, but it didn't have the 3 drawers, and it was way over budget. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have to skip that and continue looking on. And then this one was the one that I wanted the most, so it was the last option to get a desk like this from ikea. Stain it brown, add black handles, add a hutch and shelves. This just might work, but I couldn't find this exact desk, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have to work with what I can and try to find something as close as possible. So basically what I did end up getting was an Alex drawer here, and then a tabletop that they had that fit my requirements. But yeah, it didn't have the drawer underneath, but it actually works out because then I probably wouldn't have enough space here. And then finally, this was the final look. So everything is from ikea. This was the chair that I happened to get, so it was also really important to me that it didn't have the arms so I can crisscross my legs. This was like a maybe. I did end up getting it, but it doesn't go with my decor right now, so I'll use it for next spring. And yeah, this is my final look. So if you guys need any ideas in the future, this is something that you guys can do if you're looking to upgrade your bedroom, your kitchen, your living room, any space, any idea that you're looking to make that you need to see it visually. This is a great way to do that. And now on to the next part of the video. Okay, so today is the next day. It's Monday and IKEA furniture came in, and I'm so excited to start this next part of the project. And then I also did a Home Depot pickup really quick, and I got some paint and the other paint supplies that I needed to make the accent wall. So I'm gonna show you guys right now the supplies that I got from IKEA. Okay, so this is everything that I got from IKEA. I'm gonna link everything that I can, and then I'll try to put the names of each item right now in the video as I list them. So first we have some shelves that I got, and then these are the brackets that it came with. I'm gonna stain these brackets, and I'm also going to stain the tabletop, which is 47 inches long, and then it's like 23 or 22 inches wide, which is perfect because it's gonna go right here in this space. So I'm gonna paint at least right underneath the light switch or above the light switch, but the paint should show above the tabletop and the entire desk. So hopefully that works out. Then the shelves, I'm gonna put like one here and then one like right next to it on that side. And it's gonna look really cute. I can't wait to stain it. So the first thing I'm gonna do right now is paint the wall. I have to set everything up. And yeah, before I do that, I also forgot to tell you that I got the chest drawer, which is the Alex chest drawer. So it's gonna go, I think, on the left side of the desk, and then the poles that are right here are gonna go on the right side, or vice versa, I'm not sure. If it goes on the left side, that's gonna be better for me because I don't want like drawer, and then another drawer right here. Like I want a little bit of space. So I hope that it's on the left side just like in the picture. So that's that. That's all the IKEA stuff that I got. Then this was the Home Depot stuff that I got. So I got a cute little mini roller because I don't know how often I'm gonna paint, and I just got the cheapest thing I could find, and also it was available for pickup today. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get that. Then this was the paint that I chose. It's white mocha. I did a little sample spot right here on the wall. I don't know if you can see it and if my shadow is covering, but it's gonna be that color, and I think it's gonna be a nice contrast. I got the classic blue masking tape. I got this cute little angle brush. This is called Woodster, but I liked it because the bristles are super long, and as you can see, I used it already to do the sample paint, but the bristles are really long and angled, and then the handle is really short. So hopefully it like helps me do the corners. I don't know why I'm out of breath. And then I have my tape measure here just in case I need it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna put the blue masking tape on the wall, and then I'm gonna paint, and then from there I'm gonna set up the table so that way I have more of a working space to stain the top part, because what I'll do is just stain the top and the sides, and I'll leave the under part unstained because you can't really see it, which is fine with me. And then I'll have a better working space to stain the brackets, and then from there I let that dry, and I will put up the shelves and then do the table, and I set up the table and then show you guys the final look. So I'm excited about that. As you can see, also I have the laser there and my ring light there to give light, because we have yellow lights in the room. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, our light is yellow and it makes the room really dark. And then in the background, like my first video, you saw like the lines and stuff. So I needed to put extra light in this video. It's been a while since I actually painted. I mean, I usually stain stuff, which is fine. And I also forgot to show you guys the stain. I already had it because I did some other projects with it, but I'll show you the stain later when I actually start staining the rest of the items. So yeah, let's get to painting. Also, I should have mentioned what kind of paint this is. So this is Behr paint. It's called Dynasty. It's a color sample, and it is interior matte, stain blocking, and paint and primer. So it's a 2-in-1 paint and primer because I didn't want to do multiple things, and I only wanted to get a small thing of paint. So this is it. I will link it down below, and I only paid like $6-7. And then it says that this is supposed to cover, I think, 16 square feet or something like that. 16 or 24, one of those. So when I asked Siri how much is that converted to inches, Siri said 2,000 and something. So that should be more than enough to cover this little space. So hopefully it works, and hopefully the math is correct and it works out. So I'm gonna start painting. I don't know if I should just do the corners. Like, I haven't painted by myself in a long time, so I don't know if I should just pour it and just start from the middle. Oh wait, actually forgot. I need to put the laser. Hold on. Okay, so I have the laser on, and I'm not sure why it's blinking like that, so I'm just gonna get like, dang, I don't know what to do, but that's all I have. So I'm sorry guys that if this is a little annoying, the blinking. So let me just get right to it. straight for the most part. I think it's fine. Okay, now I'm gonna turn this off. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think it's gonna look nice this way. The only thing is that, if you guys can tell, it's higher than the dresser as well. So if this right here ends up looking funny, like alone like that, I might just paint the whole back part of the dresser and the mirror just so it could be even and look even better. So back to the painting. Okay y'all, so this is how the first cone of paint looks like. I'm still waiting for it to dry, but ideally I wanted a darker color. Like technically I wanted it to look like this color or this color, but it's super light. Pointed my ring light closer to the wall so that way you guys can kind of see the difference. So this is the original paint up here above the blue masking tape, standard color that came with the apartment, and then the beigeish white underneath. So I'm hoping with the second coat of paint that it will be a little darker. If it's not, then maybe it'll work out for the best, who knows. But I'm also hoping that I have enough sample paint because it's already like a little less than halfway, so we're gonna see how that works. So I'm gonna paint the second coat off camera, and then once it's dry, which will most likely be tomorrow, then I will show what it looks like dry, and if I don't like the color, then we'll see what I do from there. But after that, I will do the desk table. So yeah, I'll show you what it looks like dry, and then we'll go from there. Okay y'all, so this is how the wall looks. I'm still thinking it's gonna be a little more drier in the morning. It's supposed to be a quick or a fast dry paint. So this is how it's looking right now. It's still light. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to set up the drawer, and then I'm going to maybe stain the top. I don't know right now because it's already 11:30 p.m. and it's almost time to get ready for bed for tomorrow for work. So I'm gonna do as much of the drawer that I can today, and then I will either stain it today depending on my energy, or I will leave it for tomorrow. Okay, so for the most part, the table is done. I'm gonna finish the shelves tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna actually record that or not because this already took me some time and I don't want the video to be too long with me putting this together. So I'm gonna actually stain this right now. Hopefully I can, because this is like a really smooth surface. So now like I'm a little worried that I can't stain it. I don't know. And it's already 12:30, so I've been doing this for an hour. Okay, y'all, so I'm on my last battery. I only have 2% left on this battery, and I'm charging all my other ones and they're not ready yet. So I'm gonna end it here for this night, and then I'll continue on the next day. I still have to stain. I'm gonna put the drawers together, and I still have the shelves, and I might have to darken up the paint with a different paint from Home Depot. So I'm gonna leave it here for tonight because it's already 12:30. I'm tired and I still have other things I have to do. So yeah, we'll continue off either tomorrow or sometime during the week. So later. Okay, y'all, so it's actually been a few days since I worked on the desk area. I did do some things on Tuesday, but I didn't record. So I just wanted to catch you guys up on what I did. So I did order more paint on Tuesday morning. Hubby went to go pick it up. And then on Tuesday, I just focused on the painting. And I did 2 more coats on top of the other paint that I did because the other paint was way too light. It wasn't what I was looking for. So this paint now that I got is super pretty. It really goes well with the room. And then I actually changed my idea up a little bit. So I'm gonna show you guys now the can first of the paint that I got, and then I'm gonna show you the rest of the room of what I've done so far. Okay, so here we have the paint. It's called Bear Dynasty. It is a paint and a primer, so you don't have to get more than one. This is I think the 1 pint size, and I think I paid like $27. For the size, I was able to do 2 coats, and with the 2 coats, it covered everything. We also have textured walls, so I don't know if that's very helpful, but I feel like with the textured walls, you need a little more paint because it doesn't go on right away, if that makes sense. But like I said, I don't know that much about painting. To me, I guess it's a good price because you're getting a paint and a primer in one instead of paying for an extra primer. It is also a fast drying paint, and it also says that doors won't stick after 4 hours. So I'm guessing it's also good to paint for doors. And what else I found interesting was that it says it's antimicrobial and it's mildew resistant, so that's good. We should not have that problem in the room, but I thought it was a good fact to know about the paint just in case someone else is thinking about using this for their bathroom, because bathrooms usually have that issue. So in case you're looking for a bathroom paint, this might be the one for you. This is how the wall looks. It looks so nice. I really love the color. It is lighter in person. I don't know if you guys remember earlier in the video that I mentioned that I was just gonna do half of the wall just to make this the feature wall behind the desk. But I'm like, it looks funny right now and I have more than enough paint. So I'm gonna do the whole wall. So that's what I ended up doing on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I ended up doing the whole wall. It looks so nice. And I did 2 coats. So it looks super nice. Just to give you guys a better view of the whole wall. So I love how it looks against the dresser. It's really pretty. And then once I put all the decor back on the dresser, it's gonna look so nice. So then back to this wall. So on Wednesday, I believe, I did the outline for the shelves because I needed to see if a cork board was gonna fit over here. I think it's gonna look really nice once everything is set up and finished. Also, within the days that have passed, my chair came. It's so nice. I got it on Amazon. It's an armless chair, so I can do crisscross applesauce. So I'm really excited about that. I already opened it a little bit just so I can see if the height was perfect for the desk and if the color was the one that I wanted. So I'm gonna set this up a little later and I'll show you guys that. And then the next thing that I worked on was the rest of the desk. On Tuesday, I did the rest of the drawers. So the top 2 drawers are skinnier and then the last 3 are a little thicker, which I like. So the top 2 probably be stationery, the bottom 3 stationery probably, or books and stuff. So then the next thing I'm trying to figure out is how I'm going to stain the desk, because I've used stain before. I've had these products already, but the issue is that this is really smooth. And I tried to use a sand block, but the sand block is not really doing anything, as you can see. I don't know if I need to get a stronger grit right now This one is, I believe, 100 to 120 grit. So that's the issue I'm having right now. So I did like a test on this side without the sanding just to see if it was gonna adhere. It did a little bit, but I don't know what to do. I don't know if I need to get a stronger grit or just wing it and just stain it. I see. But yeah, so those are the supplies. So far it's the 100 to 120 grit block from Home Depot. This was maybe like $1 or $2. Then I also got tack cloths. This is supposed to remove dust and fine particles. Sand block leaves behind. Then I have the mini wax wood finish. This is dark walnut. I don't know if you can see. And then this is the second thing. So first, technically, you're supposed to put the pre-stain conditioner to reduce blotchiness or prevent blotchiness. And then you go in with the dark walnut. So I've used the color before and I really love how it looks. So I think it's gonna be perfect for the desk. I'm just worried about how it's going to look afterwards, only because it's smooth right now and the block is not really doing anything. So I just gotta work with it and try to figure out what I'm gonna do. That was that part. That was all the things that I've done and received so far over the last few days. I've also received some stuff for the desk, but I'm gonna leave that for next video to do like an unboxing and stuff. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue with the shelves. Okay, y'all, this is how they look right now. This is not exactly what I was expecting, but I guess that's what happens when it's not sanded down and you need a rough surface. So I thought it was rough enough, but it's not as rough as it needs to be. So I guess this color is gonna have to do for now. I'm gonna try to do another coat off camera and see if that'll help, but for now I just need to let it dry for a little bit. So now I'm going to go to the desk. Y'all, the desk area is done and I'm so happy how it came out overall. Even though it wasn't my original plan, it still came out beautiful and I'm really excited to work in this area. So I'm really glad that I didn't stain the tabletop because it looks really great against the paint. And although I wanted it darker to kind of match the dresser that we have here, not the same color, just like a little darker than what it is now, but I think it looks so perfect with everything else in the room. Like I feel like everything else goes so perfectly and I'm so happy with how it came out. With that being said, the next video that I'm going to do is going to be a desk tour, unboxing of my iPad and the accessories that I got. I'm also gonna put the liner inside of the drawer. I don't know if I'm gonna put that all in one video or if I'm gonna separate it. Not exactly sure right now, but yeah, those are the ideas that I have next. For those who have been watching for this long, you guys are troopers. I know it was a long one. I didn't expect it to be this long, but it turned out great. So thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for my next video, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. My chair. Ooh, I got to see.